Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all. Dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Why not Steve Harvey? Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay, I got something for you today. I'm going to have a conversation this morning about my understanding of grace. Now that I've gotten older and I've come into a better understanding of a lot of things I didn't know about when I was younger, this is just my interpretation of grace. Now, once again, y'all, listen to me. I ain't nobody's pastor. I ain't nobody's minister. So, I'm pretty sure you can go to church and get a far more extensive definition of one I'm giving you. I'm just talking to people. Grace is this thing that God provides for us. And grace is just things that you get that's really undeserving. I look at my life as it is today. Look, I work hard and I have faith in God. That I do. So things are going to happen in my life. But the way my life is now, I don't deserve all of this. I don't look at it that way. I have been the beneficiary of God's grace. I have aligned myself in a position to accept whatever grace God has for me. And it will be far abundant and exceedingly in anything you could think of. His grace supersedes anything you could possibly imagine. The goals that I set and the aspirations that I shoot for and the things that I have on my dream board, I have the faith that God will give it to me. But what he does with grace, he gives you far more than that. He gives you what he has for you, not what you can see. You can't see all he has for you. It's impossible. Who are you? How can you possibly imagine what he can imagine? How can you possibly think how he can think? How can you possibly do what he can do? How can it be? There isn't a single mind living or a collection of minds that could have thought of earth. What in your wildest imagination could have made you think of earth, the stars, the heavens, the oceans, the galaxy, the constellations? What in your mind? What in any man's mind? We can point at it and analyze it, but we sure couldn't have thought of it. So come on now. I'm talking about lining yourself up with God's grace, which he will give to you if you want some of it now. But now here's the thing about grace. It can't be bought. If it could be bought, I'm telling you, I would pour all the money I have and dump it into grace. Because after discovering what it is, it's this goodness that God shines on you simply as a reward of some type for his love for you and for you attempting to do right. Not because you get it right, because if he judged us purely on how we are, the right and wrong of it, we would all be doomed. All of us. Every last one of us would be doomed. Because we all fall short. We all make mistakes. We all sin. We all get it wrong from time to time. Nobody's perfect, man. Now I understand what my mother was singing about cleaning the house. All I want is a little more grace. All I need is a little more grace. When the last time you asked God for some grace? Now, I'm not talking to you like I know everything. If you just benefit from his grace, which you already have, but if you're not aware of it, you don't know what's going on. Become aware of grace. Get aware of the fact that God does things for you simply because he loves you. He does things for you that you don't even deserve. Somehow you just wonder how you just got over. When you didn't even do the things to get over. Sometimes you don't even know how you got that job you got. When you ain't even really do the things to get your job. How you end up where you are. All the education you thought you went and got and had. How you end up where you are today. In a much better position than your education could have ever gotten you. That's grace. How I get every place I am today. I didn't plan this, man. If I could have planned my life the way it is, don't you know I'd have done it when I was living in that car? If I knew how to do it. No, I benefited from his grace. I'm just a beneficiary of his grace, of his goodness and his mercy. God's goodness is better than your goodness. God's goodness is better than your mother's goodness. It's better than your wife's or your husband or your boo's goodness. God's goodness is different. His goodness, man, covers some stuff you can't even imagine. So while you're trying to put your life together, when the last time you asked him for just a little bit of grace? When have you thought of your life in terms of the grace that it has already benefited from? Have you ever done that? Man, just thought about, you hear songs like My Soul Look Back and Wonder How I Got Over. That was grace. That's all I can call it. Now, like I said, you can go to church or somewhere if you want to, and ministers that went to school to teach this thing way better than me. I'm just giving you from a layman's standpoint, man. Have you thought about his grace? Would you not be well to be a beneficiary of his grace? Would it not? Now, check this out. The better you try to do, the more grace he'll give to you. And that grace can't be bought. Like I said, it's free. You can't purchase grace. But the better you try to become, the more grace he gets to put your way. So, man, just try. Why don't you just try to do better? Look, man, quit talking about, I'm going to start next week. I'm going to start at the new year. No, you're not. You do that every year. You know, at the new year, I'm going to eat better. At the new year, I'm going to go on, get in here. In the new year, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it now, man. You're going to do it now. Stop trying. Do it. Stop talking about it. Do it now. The best way to benefit from his grace is start in action now. N-O-W. Now. Right now. Today. What you waiting on? All you doing is delaying his opportunity to bless you. You know, man, do you know how many times we do that? We delay his opportunity to bless us by not starting now. If you're going to get healthy, why don't you start now? Now, you're going to trip a little bit because the holiday's coming, but you ain't got to eat bad all the time. You could start eating correct today. You could. And then guess what? There could be some grace on the end of that. I'm just giving you a little cheap analogy. But do you feel what I'm saying to you? Start thinking in terms of grace. What he has done for you and provided for you that you ain't even see coming. That, you keep calling them blessings, and I got that. A lot of it, and that's all it is. But, man, have you thought about the stuff that didn't happen to you you can't account for? For me, that's been grace, and I'm a beneficiary of it. And that's available to everybody that wants some. So next time you're talking to him, just check in with grace. See what that is. That's better than money.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, another day, another opportunity, another chance, another blessing, another moment filled with grace. Man, it's a good thing to be alive today. I kid you not, man. This is all right with me. I like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Living, whoo, nice. Even, and this is the part that I've gotten to, even when it's challenging to be alive, it's still good to be alive. Even when I'm faced with opposition, obstacles, and hardships, still good to be alive, man. Wow. Because I know for sure, I know 100% for sure, this too shall pass. It always will, man. You just got to ride with it, because he going to ride with you. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind today? You've been you ain't been too inquisitive lately. You've been having moments.
I'm good, because you know what the day is, man? Today is my 2-year anniversary. I've been married 2 years now. Today.
Second wedding anniversary.
That's a move.
Yeah, I'm telling you, now I need your help this time. Well, how do I get to 3?
Oh, well, quiet as it's kept between me and you, that's what I see the number at. So go on and get there.
Steve Harvey.
That's why I thought you might. Well, I was just telling him the truth. I thought you might make it to 3. That's what I thought. So, if you keep going the way you did these first 2, don't even worry about that. Now, if you want to get to 3,
yeah,
you got to make some adjustments. So.
Matter of fact, we all placed our bets 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Tommy. The ladies didn't get in on it, but me and Tommy, we got bets.
Junior.
Yeah.
We're rooting for you, Junior.
Thank you.
No, I'm rooting for you too. I'm just betting the odds.
You don't think you done got on her nerve, dog?
Because she keep coming home.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
doing good.
Junior.
Huh?
Being homeless was getting on my nerves, but I kept getting in that car. So I don't know what you think that means. She got a key. It's her house. Where else she going? It's a lot of people come home every day.
Well, see, you saying I'm not going to make it past 3 years because I have to change. What do you think I need to change more than anything?
Number one, your attitude. Because you think you just doing everything right, and you ain't. Number 2, you be accusing people of stuff wrongly.
What?
And then number 3, when something happened to you, it really happens to you.
It do.
I don't know what any of that means.
It do, I'm just saying.
I can straighten it all out. Which one you ain't clear about?
1, 2, and 3.
Whoa. Okay, what was the first one?
You said
He do a lot of stuff
Don't have
wrong.
time. Dang
He
it.
ain't do a lot of stuff wrong. Y'all ain't had to correct him a few times on this show. He always
All right, we
think he
gotta
right.
go.
Y'all ain't had to tell him he was wrong. And
Happy
he ain't got no coping
anniversary,
skills.
Junior.
How many sessions have we had on this show before the show started?
Happy 3rd anniversary, Junior.
It's second, Shirley. We not there yet.
Coming up in 32 minutes after the hour. We'll hear from Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam with church complaints right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are. It is Monday. It is time for church complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam.
Here I go. We Cicero, we need the organ more clearly.
Bring it in, Cicero. A little bit more. Right.
Volume. Okay. I guess he don't want the job no more.
He's so honored.
You're going to fire us.
We'll deal with that by next
Yes,
Monday.
he honored.
I bet it'll be loud by next Monday.
He's been with you guys so long.
And then now because the music is so soft, cause see, I know what didn't happen. See, Cicero is tender fingered this morning.
What is that?
Tender finger.
Tender fingered this morning. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just assuming that's why he ain't playing loud this morning. Y'all get to guessing. I have my own theories. We'll leave that alone. Let's just get to church complaints. Deacon, what is the complaints for today?
All right, Pastor. The I wish a blankety blank would ministry. I wish a blankety blank wood ministry wants to be at the next debate if one should happen. They want to step in and say what Madam VP Kamala can't say. Now they're asking if you, Pastor, would be their lead spokesperson until the election is over. That's what they ask.
It would be my absolute honor. To be there. It's my favorite
Not your honor.
Of all time. Before I gave myself to the Lord, that word resonated with me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I've used it in terms of endearment. I've used it in terms of warning. I've used it in terms of describing someone I care about deeply and others whom I have hated.
Come on here now.
It would be my sheer joy to be the head captain.
Yes.
For I wish a
blankety blank wood.
I wish a. Yes, I
blankety
do.
Blank.
Deacon.
Yeah. All right.
I don't say blank.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know. Here's another ministry. The On the Fence ministry. The On the Fence ministry has a lot going on right now. They dealing with this issue. They are on the fence about what the hell was Shay doing. Now, some of them think he was in the weight room lifting when they heard all them grunts and groans and stuff. Some of them think he was in the bathroom and constipated. They definitely don't think it was a sex situation. They are on the fence, but they would like to get your take on that, Pastor. That's what they asking me. So I don't know.
Deacon, I refrain from that type of levity on this show.
Yeah.
I won't kick a man when he's down.
He wasn't down. It don't sound like he was down. Did you hear him?
I heard the tape. I was a bit miffed and confused about it. But did you say the On the Fence ministry? Or we need a fence ministry as in Junior at the backyard of his house?
No, Pastor. It's the On the
Junior
Fence
can't be on the fence because he don't have one. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, let me keep moving here. Here we got a situation. Sister Margaret's dog Rambo has not come out of his doghouse since the debate. And she's asking if you can come over and talk to the dog because Rambo think everybody want to eat him. And he just, the dog is just in denial. He just going through. He will not come out.
You know, that's just another lie that Trump has spread that is casting fear in our nation. Now, it done got down to our dog population. Dogs everywhere is running outside. If they see anything start with an S, they run. Because, you know, dogs can't spell Springfield.
No.
So they just see an S, they just take off running.
Yeah.
And it's all because of Donald Trump spreading false lies and accusations. Poor Rambo won't come out because he's scared that the people from out of town is going to eat him. Lord have mercy. What kind of president is this? I don't know why anybody would vote for this fool right here.
Good God.
Lord.
All right. Moving along, Pastor. The Flat Butt Ministry is asking if we can get a BBL sponsorship for from the church. That's what they want. And get more rump in the church, but that's your call, Pastor. But that's the Flat Butt Ministry trying to get some money so they can actually get better and bigger butts.
We not making no types of donations for no BBLs here. So many have gone wrong.
Yeah.
And what we don't want is for our sisterhood to put themselves in harm's way just to get a bigger yam. Go to the gym.
Yeah.
Get on the glute machine. Squat.
Yeah.
The deadlifts. Lunges.
Yeah, them lunges.
The stair climber.
Come on here, boy.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Last time I was at the gym, there was a woman on the stair. Lord, let's just move on.
Right, Pastor. Amen, Pastor.
LA Fitness. Come on here, boy.
All right. Reverend Motown, Deacon Def Jam. That is church complaints for today. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Donald Trump was shot at again yesterday while golfing in Florida, and the suspect is in custody. That happened right after he posted that he hates Taylor Swift yesterday. What? And yeah.
He couldn't have said that.
Then he said, I hate Taylor Swift, Swift, because she endorsed Kamala Harris for president.
That's so immature.
Yeah, it's so childish. It's so childish.
That's
He's
so
trying
Trump.
to ruin her.
Definitely that. Definitely Trump.
Yeah. And the fine Jalen Hurts is engaged to his longtime girlfriend. That's all coming up at the top of the hour. I know. I'm so sad.
What's wrong? Y'all hurt? Y'all crushed? What's wrong?
Devastated.
What the hell? If y'all don't get through this story and be quiet and be happy for this boy.
We are. We're just
very
kidding.
happy. He knows we're just kidding. But now it's
Bitter
time for
man
us
and bitter girl.
to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This is from Sarah in Arlington. Sarah said, I thought my husband was taking our dieting seriously, but I found out that he's been cheating and stopping for a burger or chicken and soda. I see it on the bank statement, and he hides his trash. Why would he lie about dieting if he's not serious? Why?
Well, I mean,
What?
he's trying to support you, but he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
Let him off the hook.
Why is he hides his receipts and trash and all this here? Yeah, he hungry.
Yes.
He hungry.
Period.
He ain't committed. He's not committed to this diet.
No.
This diet ain't what it is to him. He stopped getting burgers and chicken sandwich. And, I mean, you ain't got to say nothing. It's going to show up on the scale and in the measurements and in the mirror.
But
In the words of the great 8-time Olympian champ, Mr. Lee Haney, you cannot out-train a bad diet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, should she stop since he stops? Should she start cheating?
Nah, baby, go on get fined. Leave his fat ass.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Anthony in Maryville says, I got remarried and my wife has 2 children and I have 3. She wants a baby now, even though we agreed that we didn't want more kids. I'm very careful during sex, and this isn't how I imagined our sex life. Will I always have to wear protection? Wow. She changed.
Well, yeah, you don't want no baby. I don't even know what you asked me that for. You sound old enough. Y'all have enough children between y'all not to have to ask me that question. Am I always going to have to wear protection? Yes, if you don't want to have a baby.
Right.
Now, they got some other things that's out there now, but, if she ain't taking it, it's woman, it's her. Hey, man. Yeah. Well, one thing for sure, you ain't going to stop doing nothing, so where we at?
You can get a vasectomy.
What?
What?
And run the risk of something going wrong?
As many
Talking about some
successful procedures that they've done. Come on, guys.
I'm just saying, there are options. You said there are
It
options.
doesn't have to be on the woman. You're right, Carla.
Ooh, I'm through talking to you this morning, Carl.
Talking about,
What I say? Vasectomy?
I wasn't saying it was just, I'm saying it is other options, but I was thinking more like,
For her.
something, that didn't require surgery,
Right.
That's what
For
I
her.
was
You were
saying.
thinking for her.
Just for her, though. It's all on her.
Well, no, it's on him. Look, I don't know what y'all want me to say.
I think Carla shut the room down with the V word.
I guess so. Vasectomy.
I know.
Quiet.
Let's move
Every time
on.
you say that to me, and men go, cut.
Tommy is mad. He's not even talking right now. All right, Brielle and Flint, we've moved on. Brielle says, my best friend had sex with one of our married male friends. My husband and I found out about it, and my husband called my friend a whore. His friend is the one that's married, and it takes two to tango, so why is my best friend being condemned? Okay.
I know we better not
call
say
his
nothing about
friend
this.
a name. See, you just ain't got no name for the man, though, do you? See, that's them double standards.
Yeah.
You can't do what I do and still be a lady. I will always remember my father saying that to my sister. You can't do what I do and still be a lady. Now, she getting called all out her name. He just a dude. Now, he's a dog, and he just as wrong as she is.
Yeah.
And is.
And even more so because he the one that's married. You the one said the vows, dog. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Why you trying to defend your friend, though?
But they can't go say nothing, though, dog.
Because she's her best friend. Yeah.
That's her best friend. Her husband calling her name.
Best friend.
Well, your best friend, you ain't.
What happened?
Say what now?
Hello.
That's not nice.
I've had a lot of best friends that was, you know, one of them. Garden too. Damn near all my friends have been one at one point in time. All of them.
I think I'm moving on now. Last one. This is from Curtis in Greenville. Curtis writes, I'm only 39 and I wear clip-on veneers. My top row of teeth were messed up in an accident and some were knocked out. It's hard to date because I can barely chew my food some days. Is this something I should tell women about up front?
Hey, dog, use some glue.
Well, he doesn't want them on permanently, I guess.
Well, when do you want them on? When do you want a nice smile? Matter of fact, don't answer that question. What's a good time to have a raggedy mouth? Just tell me when that is. I've never.
Why is it taking him so long to get to this chicken leg? Why is it? It's 30 minutes that went, but he's still chewing on this.
Because he got to keep clipping them teeth back in.
Clip on veneers. Okay.
Hey man, you want an apple? Oh
no.
So,
Amen,
hey man, you want some carrot sticks with your wings? Wings,
right.
I just eat chicken breast. Ain't no way to eat bite. Well, you can't bite on just foods you got to avoid that require front teeth eating.
Yeah, he needs a blend.
Chicken wings is a front teeth eating item. Ribs is front teeth eating items.
So
oranges.
Oranges?
Yeah, you got to use your front teeth.
Yeah. So he's asking, should he tell women about his clip-on veneers?
No, dog. Why don't you get rid of them damn clip-ons? I don't understand.
Sound like he's
People always trying to save money. Man, go to a dentist, man, and say, hey, man, look, can you put these in? A little more permanent. I've never heard of clip-on. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of dentures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
he can't whistle. He can't whistle. There's a lot of stuff he can't do.
You can't
either.
You can't say it. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you on this ignorant show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The FBI is investigating an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. This happened yesterday at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida. Trump's Secret Service alerted local authorities that there were multiple gunshots fired around 1:30 p.m. at the golf course. And late Sunday, the Palm Beach County Sheriff confirmed that Ryan Wesley Routh is now being held as a suspect in relation to the shooting. Routh was positioned 300 to 500 yards away from Trump on the golf course. Officers found an AK-47 assault rifle right there. GoPro cameras and backpacks were where the suspect was positioned, according to CNN. This is the second attempt to shoot Donald Trump. In July, several shots were fired at Trump during a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. One attendee was killed and 2 others were wounded, sadly. And in more political news, within less than 24 hours of Taylor Swift endorsing VP Kamala Harris on her Instagram last Tuesday, more than 400,000 people registered to vote on vote.gov. Now, Swift's post received over 11 million likes, and that sent Donald Trump into a tailspin. He went into some kind of frenzy because yesterday on his Truth Social platform, Trump posted, "I hate Taylor Swift," in all caps. The Harris Waltz campaign responded in a statement using several of Taylor Swift's song titles to make her point. The statement read, "We're pretty sure it's safe and sound to say Donald Trump's week has him down bad. Mr. Not at all fine has spent this week working through his feelings, whining about his campaign problems, and spending exactly none of his time addressing the issues facing the American people," unquote.
I mean, look, you're a 78-year-old man. You've been the former president. You're running for the presidency again. And you got the time to tweet out, "I hate Taylor Swift."
Yeah.
Man.
That's so immature.
As a grown man.
Yeah.
The hell, man. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Now, that right there, you want to see backfire. See, the young lady already registered all these people.
Yeah.
Now, I hate Taylor Swift? Wait a minute, man. Hold up. Do you know what you push people to when you do that? Especially that sector of young people who haven't traditionally been voting or haven't voted yet. It's a voting age. That ain't the smartest. That your narcissism, if that's the word, is so strong that you can't even help yourself.
He's a grandfather.
Right.
Hey,
You
just
grandfather.
Yeah.
Big dog, let him take it to another level. Tell us you hate the beehive too. Go ahead, go on, take it all the way out there. Tell us all.
See, don't do that, cause let me explain something to you. That hive come for you different.
Yeah. This is crazy. A
It
second
is.
assassination attempt. It's
Yeah.
just
It's too much.
going on?
It's like, just please get out and vote, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
That's
just
it.
please. Yeah. Please. Let's put
Regardless
Kamala Harris
as to
in
what
office.
anyone tells you, we have to vote because it's too many things at stake here. Number one, decency is at stake.
Yeah.
Number two, what y'all claim to be so important in the Constitution, democracy is at stake. This dude done said he will be a dictator on day one. He said not after that, but on day one. What would make you think that this fool ain't lying again?
Yeah, and the whole Project 2025 thing.
He don't know what that is, but there's a picture of him on his jet with the man that created Project 2025.
right.
He just man. And but you know the sad part about it is these Trumpsters, the Trump people, they actually think he's for them. They have no idea. He has no policy for them. What he has for them is fear. We gotta close that border.
Yeah.
We gotta get our neighborhood safe. We gotta stop all these people from eating these dogs and stuff. Y'all, we gotta get up out of here, man. Taylor Swift near crazy. We gotta hate her. This is what he's offering nothing. You will not live better because of him. He's not gonna do anything for infrastructure. He gonna put all them tax codes back in place. I'm telling y'all, he is not for the common man, but they are convinced that he is.
Yeah. Vote for Kamala.
And here's the real problem. They have no problem with him being that way because that's how they are. If you're not looking at his convictions, if you're not looking at his moral issues, the way he treats women, the way he treats his wife, if you're not looking at that, it's because you don't care. I'm sorry, man. they had this white evangelical, and that's another thing. If you're an evangelical, why must you call yourself a white evangelical? Because if you're supposed to be such a Christian and so Christ-like, what is the separatism about? See, the evangelicals are always white. The evangelicals started off the heels of slavery because they had to have a religious group to justify slavery. It started all back there, man. And now these guys are white Christian evangelicals. Ain't no black evangelicals. Why is that? We can't be. No, because evangelical stands for something else. They don't care. Even the guy that was speaking for them the other day, he said, we know we have some moral concerns about the candidate, but he will vote to ban abortion. Oh, okay. So you can assault a woman and you can destroy the Constitution, but as long as you say you'll vote for this, we're going to vote for you. Man, miss me.
You want to save the unborn children, but not the children that are here in school shootings and all that. You don't do that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 20 minutes after, the 76 Primetime Emmy Awards were last night. Steve, you were nominated. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the 76 Primetime Emmy Awards aired last night from Los Angeles on NBC. Steve, you were nominated this year for Outstanding Game Show Host, along with Keke Palmer for Password, Jane Lynch for Weakest Link, Pat Sajak for Wheel of Fortune, and Ken Jennings for Jeopardy. Pat Sajak took home the Emmy this year. But did you all know that back in 2013, Steve Harvey was the first television host to receive 2 Daytime Emmy Award nominations? One for Outstanding Talk Show Host and for Outstanding Game Show Host. Steve, you also received your star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame that same year. We were all there to see you receive that. So the question is, Steve, did you ever find it hard to believe how much you've accomplished? I mean, you've done so much in your career, you know?
I mean, look, honestly speaking, like when you just said that, I didn't even know that.
Really?
I had no idea. And God keeps me in wonderment and amazement. He keeps me filled with just, it's like overflowing for me at times because I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
In the same year, 2 Emmys and a star. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Year
what a blessing. It's
big year for you.
Because at the end of the day, you know what, man? I keep saying all the time. I said this one time. We were overseas and we were on a trip and we were eating lunch on this island. It's an island off Cairns. And I walked in and people were clapping when they saw me, you know. And I sat down at the table and Elton John was there. And he came over and he hugged me and we talked. And I sat down.
Wow.
And
that's amazing.
they started playing.
Elton John.
They started playing the theme song to Family Feud.
Oh, wow.
And everybody in the restaurant started clapping to the Family Feud theme song. I just put my head down and started crying because I couldn't believe it. And my daughter looked at me and said, "Dad, why are you crying?" And I said, I can't tell you the exact quote I said, but I just said, I'm just from Cleveland.
You just
we got the other
we
part.
can fill in the rest.
Cleveland. You know what that is.
You know,
and then she said, "No, Dad, you way more than that." But see, she didn't understand where I was coming from. I was coming from a place of, I know exactly where I'm from.
Yeah.
I know the whole trip.
Yeah.
And technically, I know I ain't supposed to be here, but by the grace of God. And that moment for me was so profound. And it happened again this year, just this past year.
Oh, really? When you were over there?
And I was with a famous couple, and it happened again to me. And I put my head down, and the brother just put his arm around me. He said, "Wow, man, how that make you feel?" And I can't get over his blessings. I cannot get over it. I'm constantly in amazement of it. I'm glad you told me that. Now I'm going to tell somebody that today. Somebody get me on my nerve. I'm going to say, hey, 2013, I had 2 Emmys and a star. I'm finna flex on somebody. Somebody finna get it today.
You could tell Sister Odell because she's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, she's here.
and the Lord sure is good to me. Yes, Lord. That's all I'm going to do, because, you know, when I sings, my songs, it just cuts into my time, so I'm just going to cut it out. Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
This whole show is dedicated to the truck driver that said Steve need to quit doing his characters. Here I am again. Just for you.
Well,
what's
Sister
going
Odell,
on? Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you came, but I have some not so. I got some sad news for you. I'll just put it like that.
What's wrong?
I'm sure you've heard about this by now, but the great actor with the awesome voice, Mr. James Earl Jones, passed away last week.
Yeah.
The legend.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Girl,
He was
let me tell
93,
you
Sister
something.
Odell.
I almost lost it. Held it together, but I almost lost it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And you heard about it?
Lord, that man voice.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't tell you how many times he made me step out of something. I just ain't, I'm going to just tell you.
Step out of something.
What do you mean, Sister Odell?
Well, you know, that's personal, but you know, y'all kids and everything, use your imagination.
Yes, ma'am.
That man was something else.
Yes, ma'am.
I liked him in everything except that movie with the space people in it.
Oh, Darth Vader, you didn't like it?
When it was
Star
Dog
Wars.
Star
You
Wars.
didn't like it?
Star Wars, when he was a
Darth
dog
Vader.
man. He was the dog man in the movie.
Yes, ma'am.
Vader.
I didn't care for that because, you know, I felt it was racist because he was black and the suit was black. You know,
You felt it
just
was
too much.
racist. Yes, ma'am.
Well, yeah.
You know, why everybody be black Vader? Where white Vader at? Where y'all the one invading places. You come to America, you took that wasn't yours. Y'all the white invaders. Why is we got to be the black Vader? We just be along for the ride mostly.
All right, Sister Odell with a word, a whole word.
You know, hello.
No, who knew? Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. The Indians knew.
Amen. Also, Sister Odell, and the legend, Frankie Beverly passed away as well.
I know that too. You know, Shirley, you just full of bad news today.
I'm
Was
sorry.
your weekend all right?
Yeah, my weekend was great, Sister Odell. It was really
I went through it. You know, life is. Everybody gonna miss Frankie.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. True legend.
Remember
Icon.
how he used to close out the show at Essence Festival.
I'm gonna tell you something. Frank Beverly's so cold. I done been to revivals, and they done played some of his songs at church revivals.
Yes,
Really?
ma'am.
Which ones?
A whole lot of them. You know, We Are One,
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Joy and Pain,
Uh-huh.
cause that's a church on joy and pain,
Yeah.
sunshine and rain. Ain't that how life is? And
Yes,
we
ma'am.
played that at our Sunday morning service.
Oh,
And then
okay.
a lot of times, you know, because it ain't real bad. Sometimes we electric slide right after service.
You know how to electric slide, Sister Odell?
I was going to ask you
Girl,
that.
do I know how to electric slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, you don't know who I mean.
Clearly.
Girl, you know, the electric slide, slip and slide, run and hide. We done all of it.
So you know how to line dance, Sister Odell?
Yeah, girl, we started line dancing way back. I was line dancing in 1920.
Really? 1920, you
With
were lying.
whom? You
I
and
was
who?
line dancing. Me and Frederick was line dancing one time. Me and William E. Du Bois, we was all at a club. Me and Granville T. Woods, we was line dancing. I was line dancing. Sojourner Truth was with me. We was running up on, you know,
Her and Harry.
Run it up on him, I love.
Philip Wheatley. We was all just line
Wheatley.
dancing. We been doing that, girl. What is you talking about?
Yeah, school us then, Sister Odell. I
Oh,
love it.
better ask somebody.
All right, Sister Odell.
Mary
I hate
Bethune.
to see you
Girl,
go,
who
but
you talking
you know
about?
we got to
Bethune
get out of
Cookman,
here.
everybody.
Coming up next, the
Pearl
nephew
Bailey.
and the nephew's prank phone call for today right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is Nerd in the Boardroom boss in the bedroom. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, but you can probably guess that one. Right now, it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Ness?
This right here, Shirley, is called Fight Night. Fight Night. Okay? Matter of fact, is there a movie called Fight Night?
Yeah.
It's a series.
Kevin Hart.
Did Will Packer steal my title? Is that what he did? Did he do that? I'm just saying.
Bad.
And it's Will,
he
not
is my boss.
Wheel, not a wheel, not a spinning wheel.
Will Packer. He is my boss. I'm just saying, did he steal my title? That's all I'm asking.
You gonna sue him? You gonna sue him?
No. What we're not gonna do? What we're not gonna do is mess up this other job. That's not what we're not gonna do. So this right here, this is called Fight Night. Buckle up. Hold on. Here it is. Cat Dog.
Hello. Hey, I'm trying to speak to Troy. Yeah, that's me. Hey, Troy, how you doing, man? This is Kirby, man. I live a couple streets over from you. What's happening with you, brother? Kirby. Kenny gave me. You know Kenny on your street, right? Oh yeah, I know Kenny. Yeah. Kenny gave me your number, man. I wanted to reach out. I'm inviting a lot of people in the neighborhood, man. I'm inviting a lot of people over to the fight party over here at my house. Oh, yeah, I was wondering if I was going to watch it on fight too, man. That don't sound like a bad idea, man. Okay. Well, listen, man, come on through. Everybody going to be getting here like around 7:30. And, man, we got food, we got liquor, margarita machine. My boy, he going to be on the grill with the burgers and the hot dogs, man. And one of my other partners going to be smoking some wings, man. So we good, man. So I'm just inviting a bunch of people in the neighborhood to come through. Cool. You need me to bring something through, man? Some wine, anything? What? Look here. Now that you mention it, man, we missing a little something. Hey, let me ask you this here, Troy. You got cable at your house? Yeah, I got cable here. Okay, listen. Here what we need, man. I got about 4,000 feet of cable cord, and what I want to do is come over there and hook up this cable cord to your house and run it 2 streets over to my house so we can watch the fight in the backyard. Wait. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. I know you didn't just say. Now say that again. You got 4,000. We got the food, the liquor, all of that, man. A lot of people coming over. But see, the problem is I ain't got cable here at the house. Well, how is you gonna have a fight party and you ain't got no cable? And that's what I'm saying. You asked me what could you help out with, so that's what I'm asking you. I used to work for the cable company. I know how to hook it up at your house. I know how to bypass pay-per-view. We're going to run it 2 streets over. I got a real durable cable cord. I got a big TV I'm going to put out in the backyard. You call me and invite me to a fight party. Y'all ain't got no cable. Now you want me to do something illegal and run 4,000 feet of cable wire 2 streets over to my backyard, over the fence. I'm out here with these white folks. I'm out here too. Get me put out. I'm already having a problem with my mortgage already. Now you want me to do something illegal to get me put out? Okay, I understand that, dog. But listen, what I'm saying is, dog, we just talking about for a few hours. We ain't open. It ain't like we finna do it for a couple of days or nothing. I don't know how you can even call up a cat, man, and invite him out to a fight party and you ain't got no cable. Okay, but I invited you you finna get liquor and food and stuff, man. You finna have a good time. Do your part. Let me get a little bit of your cable for a couple hours so everybody can watch the fight. So you want to have a fight party at my house? Man, I don't know you like that. I'm not saying we having it at your house. My house, man. I'm 2 streets over. We having it at my house. We just using your cable. Man, I can't have no cable. I don't do nothing illegal, man. I'm not having no police in front of my house, man. I got a family now. I'm a family man. I get up every morning and go to work. I work hard. I'm not gonna have no. And I got that, man. I'm just telling you for a few hours, man, so everybody can see the Mayweather fight, man. Man, you saying Kirby, Kenny, man? I don't really know y'all people like that, man. I don't know Kenny. Well, I just know because to keep a nice yard, man. I don't know y'all. I can't be having no laws and all this. My children running while this cable coming from my house. Like, I can't have that, man. I'm out here with these white folks. These white folks is not having it, man. I understand all that, man, but I didn't invite all these people. I can't disappoint these people. I got to have the fight on at the house. I understand your situation, my brother. I want to be at your house watching the fight, too. But Ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna have no 4,000 foot of cable running from my house. I can't see that one happen. I'm out here in the suburbs now with a family now. I can't do them type of things, man. I don't want no police. I don't want the cable people. Hey, man, you're the only one in the suburb. I'm out here, too. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm not finna disappoint these people. Now, I want to have your approval, but I'm coming to hook this cable up. You coming well to hook up a cable. I'm coming to your house to hook this cable and run it 2 streets over. Oh, so if I say you can't hook it up, you going to come and hook up anyway. That's what you're telling me? I'm telling you I can't disappoint these people. I'm coming to hook this cable up, man, whether you like it or not. Oh, now, if you put up in front of my with 4,000 for the cable, it's going to be a goddamn fight. Hey, man, I can't disappoint these people. Now, I'm just trying to get you to show some love for 4 hours. You ain't going to disappoint me. We going to have a show for them. If you come over to my house, you bring them people you got over there with you so they can see a fight. Hey, man, what are you saying? You trying to tell me you ain't going to let me hook the cable up when I get over there? I'll stand up on it. I'll be waiting out there with no shirt and a shot, nigga, and you ain't going to last 15 rounds with me. Hey, man, I'm not finna sit here and get it. Me, you was cool to an extent, but you're not finna get me to break no law in front of my children out here, man. I'm 39 years old. I don't play them games, man. When I was younger, you may would have kind of coerced me with a lot of money, but hey, I'm not going for that route this time, brother. I'm not having all that activity going on in my house. I'm coming over there and I'm hooking up this cable. Well, you come on here, you so bad. I got something for you, Tuffy. You come on. I'm going to sit in front of my house right now. Tell Kenny to come 22, Mr. Kirby. I got something for all y'all. All I'm telling you is I'm coming over there to hook my cable up so these people can watch fight. Hey, well, line it up then. Yeah, you going to come take some cable from my house, line it up. I'm going to have my wife take my hands up right now. It's going to be a fight. I got one more thing I need to say to you, though. Is you listening? I don't care what you say. You come in front of my house, you better bring some help with you because you ain't going to leave here. You come in front of my house with some cable cord. I don't give a who you is, and I'm going to whoop Kenny. And whenever I see him, I'm whooping him on sight. I don't care if my children in the car, and his children in the car, and I'm going to whoop you if you come around here with that nonsense talking about you going to some cable in my house. I'm going to put something on you right here, man. You come out of my house right now with that. I said I got one more thing to say to you. Are you what you got to say? Is you listening to me? I'm listening. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy. Who is? Who you say this is? This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, I know you ain't called my phone, man. My blood pressure high here. You got me ready to squabble, man. I got bad cholesterol, man. You done raised my cholesterol level and everything, man. You got me ready to whoop somebody out here. All right, man, I got to ask you this right here, Troy. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land? Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all crazy.
You play too much. What I always think.
If I'm not as stupid as I need to be, I need somebody to tell me. I need somebody to let me know that I'm not living up to the reputation that I have. You got to at least let me know if I'm being stupid enough. Come on.
Don't ever think that.
Okay.
Don't ever think that.
I'm just asking. All right. I Will Be Stupid, September 28th. It is going down. Women's Empowerment Convention. It's the Women's Empowerment House Party Comedy Jam. The ladies got a whole lot lined up for that weekend, but one thing they do have lined up is Nephew Tommy in France, Columbia, South Carolina. It is the Women's Empowerment House Party Comedy Jam. It is all going down at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. Tickets are on sale right now. Did you hear what I said? I said tickets are on sale right now. Eventbrite.com. Get your tickets. Your nephew is coming to town. Stupid on to come around every once in 12 years. Here comes Stupid. Oh, you can't miss this. People come out on their balcony. People drive down to the coastline to see Stupid coming. When I'm coming. I'm just telling you.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter for today, and the subject is Nerd in the Boardroom, Boss in the Bedroom. We'll get into it right after this.
That's me, too.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, a strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, nerd in the boardroom, boss in the bedroom. Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been messing around with a guy that I worked with. He said he saw something special in me, so he got me transferred to his team. I looked up to this man because of his work ethic and how he commanded the room at our meetings. He is a straight nerd, but there's something about him. It's probably all of the big words he uses. But OMG, he is stuck in the late 90s with his hair, his suits, and even the way he talks. Thank goodness he's not that way in the bedroom. He's large and in charge there. He has exactly what it takes to get the job done, and I love how he plays love songs and lights candles before we're intimate. He sets the moods before he takes off his silky boxers. Yes, silk in quotations. There have been times when I've stared at him sleeping and wonder how he can be both a nerd and a superhero. We've been hooking up on the low for 8 months, and no one would ever think we were messing around. Last week, I put in my 2 weeks' notice because I got a better job. Since I'm leaving the company, he said it's time we get serious and date exclusively. He is 41 and wants to get married and start a family. I am 44 and I've been married before, so I don't want to choose another man that's not the total package. I'm so concerned about how he looks that I told him our first outing should be with my friends. We did a group date with 3 of my girlfriends and their men. My girls were very judgmental of him. They said that I would get tired of his nerdy conversation and it might be too hard to change him. I was thinking new clothes and a haircut would do it, but they're skeptical. Can I gradually change a man that's stuck in a time warp? Would I be a fool to let him go? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. If he's a good man and he treats you well and he wants to get married and start a family, yeah. And from what you say in this letter, he's a good guy. And having said that, I think one of the easiest ways, and I don't believe in you got to change a man and all that, but his wardrobe, because that's on the outside and not in the inside. You're not trying to change his character or anything. You're just trying to update his style. That's okay. But I don't want you to mess this up either. I mean, because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I think you should talk to him about it, sit him down and tell him, don't crush his ego. And from what you said, he seems like a reasonable guy. So hopefully he'll be receptive for what you have to say to him. A lot of women change things about their men outwardly, the way they wear their hair and the clothes that they wear. That you won't be the first one to do that. I just think, don't listen to your girlfriends and other people, haters about your relationship because they don't know. This has to be solely your decision, not what they think with their judgmental attitudes. And don't let your friends talk you out of a good man. You like this man. So please don't dump him for some stupid reason and then see him out with some other woman and they're doing all good and flourishing and everything. And then you have regrets. Don't do that. Okay, Steve.
I don't see nothing wrong in this letter. You've been messing around with a guy that you work with. He said he saw something special in you, so he had you moved over to his team. You looked up to him because of his work ethic and how he commands the rooms at the meetings. He is a straight nerd, but you say it's something about him. But he's stuck in the late 90s with his hair, his suits, and even the way he talks. And then you say, but thank goodness he ain't that way in the bedroom. He's large and in charge there. Okay. He's exactly what it takes to get the job done. He plays love songs and light candles before we intimate. That's because he old school. Lighting candles, playing music, that used to happen a lot, Wasn't nothing else. Couldn't put on TikTok, So what you gonna do? Netflix wasn't out. Couldn't do that. So, yeah. Back down to these candles and this music. Sorry. Yeah. But that's what you like. Then he sets the mood before he takes off his silky boxers. Okay, that's cool. That's old too. All right. Sometimes when he's sleeping, you look at him, you wonder how he can be a nerd and a superhero. Now, have you ever thought that he has to be these two different people so he can survive in this world? Do you think that he's running the boardroom because he's a nerd? Of course. He has found a way to be successful in the corporate world. And the corporate world likes him because they done put him in charge there too. Now, y'all been hooking up on the low for about 8 months. And nobody thinks y'all messing around. So you put in your 2-week notice because you got a better job. Since I'm leaving the company, he said it's time for us to get serious and date exclusively. He's 41, wants to get married and start a family. I'm 44. I've been married before, so I don't want to choose another man that's not the total package. Well, now let's stop right here. Seeing as how you divorced, don't look like you know how to pick all that good no way. That's coming from somebody that had a couple of them his damn self. So now, I know when you in the bad picking business. So now, you in the bad picking business, but now you say you don't want another man that ain't the total package. Do you think you're the total package? You know what I've never heard? What? I'm going to say this. This is going to be shocking and we're going to go to break.
Okay.
I've never heard a woman say, I've heard women say, he ain't nothing. All my exes was dogs and whatnot. I've never heard a woman say, you know what? I ain't about nothing. I have
and you never will.
heard a woman say, you know what? It's me. I ain't about nothing.
Part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, nerd in the boardroom, boss in the bedroom. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, nerd in the boardroom, boss in the bedroom.
Yeah, here's this woman who's messing around with this guy on the job that's a nerd. He's in the supervisory capacity. Said he saw something else, so he had him transferred to a team. Now, they've been seeing each other on the low for about 8 months. She likes everything about him, how he commands the boardroom, think it's because of the big words he uses and all that. But they've been in the bedroom, everything. He a superhero. He's in charge in there, too. But now... and everything is going right. He's a straight nerd, but it's something about him. But she don't like the fact that he's stuck in the late 90s with his suits. Thank goodness he ain't that way in the bedroom. So now he play love songs and light candles because that's what people used to do, because we didn't have a lot of other stuff. So, it was all like that. He sets the mood before he take off his silky boxers. There's been times when I've stared at him sleeping how he can be a nerd and a superhero. And I said because he has to be that to have the job he got. He's figured out the way to become successful in corporate America, and that's what he's doing. All right, now, y'all been hooking up for about 8 weeks. Last week you put in your notice because you found a better job since you're leaving the company. He said it's time we get serious and start dating. He 41, I'm 44. He want to get married and start a family. I've been married, so I don't want to choose another man that's not the total package. And like I said before I left, which is what we do. You know what I've noticed that I have never heard in my life? I've heard women who have exes who talk about what was wrong with the men and they wasn't ready, they wasn't mature, ain't no good men, I can't find a good man. There's a lot of good men out there. I've never heard a woman say, you know what, I ain't about nothing.
And you never will.
You know what, it's me. It's me.
No reason.
I can't keep a man. Now there are women who can keep a man, but it's women out here who just blame men for all their woes, and it could be you. Ain't no good men out here. A lot of good men out here. Anyway, here's her problem. So I don't want to choose another man that's not total package. I'm so concerned about how he looks. I told him our first outing should be with my friends. We did a group date, and 3 of my girlfriends and they men. My girls are very judgmental of him. They said that I'll get tired of this nerdy conversation, and it might be too hard to change him. Your girlfriend and they men. Any of them married? You married? Any of them men ask your girlfriends to marry them? So you just had 3 girlfriends and they men. But the girls got a problem with them. The dudes didn't. And it might be too hard to change them. I was thinking new clothes and a haircut would do it. Well, new clothes and a haircut could help. But he would need a good woman to do that. But you're so worried about what your friends think that you finna let the superhero and the nerd go. but they're skeptical. They're skeptical. Can I gradually change a man that's stuck in a time warp? I've seen it happen to me. Yep.
What do you mean, Steve? What are you saying?
I've seen it.
You lived
So
it.
I changed my haircut and my suits. I saw it.
What is the big deal? Yeah.
I don't even know what you're tripping for. Oh, she was smart, though. She waited till she got in and said, hey, you need to take them big suits off now. Time to change. I fought her.
Okay.
And fought her, and now here I am today. Would I be a fool to let him go? You be a damn fool to let him go. You would be beyond ignorant to let him go. And he wants you. On top of all this, all he ain't is a suit and a haircut. That's all he ain't. You're going to get tired of that nerdy conversation. Oh, well, I know a lot of women that's tired of these hip conversations. You know, you can have a man say all the right things that don't mean none of them. So, lady, I don't know what you're going to do. But if you let this man go, you a stone cold fool. But then again, maybe it's you.
She'll never say it.
Maybe it's you.
She'll never say
Have you ever thought of why you can't keep a man? Maybe it's you. I know y'all always want to put it on the man, but I wish y'all would sometimes just, is there anything that you could be doing wrong? Is there anything about you could change?
Think about that.
Could you be too picky? Because if you gonna let a man go because he talk like a nerd and he got a old style haircut and a suit that you don't like, you gonna let him go for that?
Steve,
Shirley.
I was going to ask you one thing. What is he saying that turns her on so much in the boardroom? Those big words.
Hey, what do you guys want to do for lunch? Are you kidding me? Applebee's. Not interested. How about a manure? How about a more for new dining experience?
Ooh. You can comment on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM.
That's all it is. It's just words like that. It's just,
Also, check out the Strawberry Letter
that's
podcast
preposterous.
on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk.
You know what, I don't know. Can you see football? Can you see the games?
No, not a one.
Because the way you picking,
What?
I think you can see these games. Let's go through week 2 of the NFL. The Raiders over the Ravens, 26-23. The Browns over the Jaguars, 18-13.
Come on, Browns.
Woo. Here go another one, Pippin. The Jets over the Titans, 24-17.
Picked it.
Oh man, this was backfired on you, Pimpin. The 49ers 17, the Vikings 23. But then you come right back, Pimpin. The Chargers over the Panthers 26-3.
Told you.
Then you went even a step further and said the Seahawks would beat the Patriots when you was absolutely right, Pimpin, 23-20.
Said it.
And then the Saints over these Cowboys. What a beating they put on them.
Who that?
Do that. Yeah, they did. 44-19. Yeah. Then, here we go, Pimpin. You said the Washington Commanders was going to beat the Giants. And they sure did, 21-18.
Wow.
Pick that one. Then we had a setback, Pimpin. The Buccaneers beat the Lions 20-16. It was a good game. But then, man, with no Jordan Love with the Packers, he was out. And the backup quarterback, Willis, came in and beat the Colts 16-10. Way to go, Packers. Pippin picked that one, too.
Wow.
Picked it. Go, Pippin. Wait a minute, Pippin. Here go another one, man. You said the Cardinals was going to beat the Rams, and look, you right, 41-10.
Upset, I said it.
Murray.
Hey, Pippin, you already picked this, Pippin. You already know, man. The Chiefs over the Bengals 26-25.
That was close.
That was close. But then you roll with us too, Pimpin'. The Texans over the Bears, 19-13.
What?
Called it.
What?
Pimpin', you went 11-3 this week, Pimpin'. And last week you was 12-2, Pimpin'. I mean, are you sure you ain't seeing these games, Pimpin'?
I can't see the games now. ESPN had on the Bengals and and the Chiefs, but it was late last night. I saw that. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there crying. Tears was coming down my face because they were showing football. Because I was watching Australian rules football the other day. And I said, what the hell is this right here? That ain't even rugby.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Pimpin'. Coming up at the top of the hour, 24-year-old wants advice, Steve, on dating a man that might be in his 60s. Woo. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, this one is from Haley in Clarksville. Haley says, I'm 24 and I have a crush on one of my grandmother's friends. I've been asking my grandmother little things about him, and she said that she never slept with him, but she heard he was very good in bed. Before you say he's too old for me, my grandmother is only 60, so he's got to be around her age. He's been flirting with me, and I told him I need to tell my grandmother before I date him. Should I tell my grandmother first or go out with him once before I tell her?
Well, I mean, I don't know what telling your grandmama gonna do.
You gonna do it.
She done already told you what she think. I don't know what telling your grandmama is gonna do. I just don't. That don't seem like that's grandmama news.
Grandmama knew.
Her grandmother's different, though, because she told her granddaughter that she never slept with the man, but she heard he was very good in bed.
So they got that kind of relationship.
Yeah,
I've never
like grandma and granddaughter.
I've never heard my grandmama use the word sleep in a sentence unless she was telling me to go to sleep.
At all.
I don't know who these new grandmamas is right here.
Wow.
I can't imagine having that conversation with my grandmother.
Or mama. My mama.
Or my mom, right.
Man, it's different times now. I can't help you on this one. Do what you want to do.
Oh, wow.
She's 24. Yeah, you can help her.
Well, she said before you tell me he's too old, I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah.
There's no future in it. His future gone.
I don't think she's looking for no future, though.
Yeah.
She's just looking for right now.
Well, if she ain't looking for no future,
right
then, like I said, do what you gonna do. You know, but don't ask me nothing else.
You're worse than her grandmother.
It can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe you can help this person. This is from
You in there, you in there looking for baby names and online and all this here. He looking for plots. It's just two different things.
Cemetery plots.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking to die.
You crazy.
Yeah. Chances are this might not
What
work
do they
out.
have in common? What are they going to talk about? Right.
Let me get that third section, row 12. Let me get that right.
All right. This is from Tio in Fort Myers, Steve. Tio says, I'm a competitive dancer and I met my girlfriend at a dance competition. My partner is pregnant, so I expected my girlfriend to do the next competition with me, but she says she's happy with her partner, so she's sticking with him. It will be weird to compete against my girl and another man. Should I sit this one out or get another partner? Wow.
I mean, I don't. This is so uninteresting. Yeah.
You don't like this one?
What is this competition?
He still needs your
Dancing
advice.
with the Stars? What?
Your girlfriend has another dance partner.
Yeah.
Your partner is pregnant.
Right.
Not by you.
Yeah.
So now you don't want to compete against your girl. You asked your girlfriend to be your partner, but she already got a partner. She not going to change partners. She don't want to dance with you.
She's happy with him. Yeah. With her partner.
Now, is this his wife?
No, it's his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Why
She
partner's
like the other
pregnant.
dude dancing better than you. Matter of fact,
Why
she
ain't no
know
already
he
partner?
danced better than you. You're not going to win, dog. You can get whoever you want to.
Well, they met
because
at a dance
competition.
Yeah.
So they already had partners.
Yeah.
Dance partners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have met a girl at a basketball game before, but that don't mean I play.
Well, they do.
What does that have to do with this?
Nothing.
And you at a basketball game.
I told you I was uninterested in this. Why are y'all trying to make me feel something?
Dirty dancing.
He needs help.
No,
Should he sit this one out or get
you
another
a partner and compete against your girl? That's all.
Okay. All right.
She don't like you. No way she like that other dude. I'm telling you, this a wrap. She wouldn't even quit dancing with him to go dance with you. Boy, bye.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we will have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know, we all love ice cream. So here's a new one to try. It's called Kamala's Coconut Jubilee by Ben & Jerry's. It's, of course, in honor of Vice President Kamala Harris. The Kamala's Coconut Jubilee is a coconut-flavored ice cream. It's layered with caramel and topped with red, white, and blue star sprinkles. It is all part of Ben & Jerry's Scoop the Vote campaign, which is aimed at getting people to register to vote in key battleground states. That sounds good.
All right, Ben & Jerry.
That's yummy.
Yeah,
Coconut Jubilee. I'm voting for it. Yeah.
I hope it's good as they Rainforest Crunch, because that's what I used to get from Ben & Jerry's, the Rainforest Crunch.
Rainforest Crunch?
That's it, boy. What? What?
What does that have in it now?
Everything. And the crunch. You ain't never had it? Oh, you got, I'm gonna send everybody some Rainforest Crunch so y'all can understand what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Ben & Jerry's Rainforest Crunch has been the classic for the last 30, 40 years.
Whatever it is, take that with your ice cream cone and get in line and vote. Whatever flavor it is.
If you want to get a pint and stand in line, that's fine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And vote.
And I'm talking about let it melt down your elbow. I mean, that's when it drips.
That's a way to vote.
Yeah, or get some when you
Coconut
exit.
Jubilee.
Yeah, in celebration of your voting. Yeah, one or the other.
Make a milkshake. Whatever you got to do. Get up in that line and cast your ballot.
Please. All right, guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We will play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather place a $100,000 bet on the Houston Texans, or would you rather put a $100,000 bet on the Cleveland Browns? Which one?
Texans.
Oh, this is not this.
Browns or Texans?
It's not a good would you rather, but okay.
Whatever.
But we know what each person gonna do. I mean, that's so simple.
Well, say what you're going to do so we can move
what
on.
I do. I would rather keep my money, which is why I have never ever put $100,000 on the damn Browns.
You know what I do?
You would rather do keep your money.
Put on the Browns or the Texans.
Yeah, I would rather wake up and see the score and not care.
Would you rather plain potato chips with hot sauce or plain chips with ketchup?
I don't want none of that. This is why black people are dying now. This right here.
Yeah.
You and your judgment of the
This is why black people are dying now.
You hate the would you rather.
Ignorant mess y'all doing. Hey, let's take this high sodium ingredient and put it on these salty ass potato chips.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got my blood pressure this high. Really?
Hot sauce. Yeah.
I love hot sauce.
All
Really?
right. Would you rather warm temps and light clothing or cold temps and layering up?
Hell no. Give me warm and light.
Warm and light. Okay.
Yeah.
Junior?
I'm going to live on the edge. I'm going to go with cold and layering up.
You so
What you doing over there?
I'm going to live a little. I'm going to try.
You gonna die a little is what you gonna do.
Crisis. You know your ass can't get cold. Trying to lay
I'm
up.
gonna live a little.
He said he's going to live on the edge. Yeah. All right.
You can't know I can't do that, Shirley. Hey.
Would you rather hide your purchases from your wife or buy whatever you want?
I'm buying what the hell I want.
Yeah, I do that anyway.
I've been married 20-some years. I'm buying what the hell I want. Now, Junior, you
Hard as I'm working.
Yeah, he can't do that.
Yeah, it's the second anniversary.
He can't buy a fence. I know he got fence money, but
he ordered the fence. It just hasn't gotten here yet.
We can't.
Where that fence coming from, Shirley? We've been talking about this fence for 6 months.
It's not there.
Boy,
it's a new
stop.
house.
Who told you the fence ain't in?
Wait, what?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't
What'd
say
you say,
order.
That's Shirley. You got Shirley thinking you waiting on a fence. Where's the fence?
What did you say, Steve?
My bad. That slipped, but I meant every bit of that. You got to quit telling people that you done ordered a fence and it ain't in yet. Who do that? Junior, what kind of fence do you want?
Just a fence, Uncle. I don't know. It's just a fence.
What kind?
Wood, what?
Yeah, wood fence. Just they don't want to
Wrought
fence
iron.
wood.
I mean, I don't know what he wants.
Junior ain't in no wrought iron neighborhood. What are you talking about?
You know that.
Wood or picket? Which one you want? Wood, picket, chain link. That's what Junior at. Junior ain't no chateau. Wrought iron.
That's
got no
today's
wrought
Would
iron
You
money?
Rather. Coming up next, we'll close out the show
Wrought iron.
with the one and only crazy man himself, Steve
Wood,
Harvey.
chain link, picket.
Right after this.
Them your choices.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Wow. Tito Jackson of the legendary Jackson family has passed. He passed away last night. Sadly, Tito was the third child of the 10 Jackson children, and he was a singer and a guitarist that helped to shape the Jackson sound. Tito was 70 years old, and our condolences going out to the Jackson family, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A musician, boy.
Yeah.
Tito. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Can't believe this.
Wow.
Legendary.
Man, that's so sad, man. I've been knowing these cats for so long, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like
I want to be
all
Tito
of my
so
musical
bad.
life, that was the first 45 I ever bought in my life. Was Mama's Pearl.
Mama's Pearl.
Mama's Pearl by the Jackson 5. That was the first 45 I ever bought. I used to walk up to Mr. T's and buy 45. Tito been in my music log for a long time. The whole family, man.
The whole family.
That's sad, man. I didn't really spend a lot of time with him at all. So I don't have any, close stories or anything. He's just a good brother, man. One of my favorites.
Just the family, yeah.
Man,
that Jackson family.
Man.
Well, our deepest condolences and prayers going out.
Yep.
With that said, these are my closing remarks today. James Earl Jones, Tito Jackson, Frankie Beverly. I mean, man, wow, that's tough. But it's a message to us all. It's a couple of things. Number one, you got to live your life. You got to live it. You got to take care of it. You got to tend to it, because you only get one go round. So live it. But also in living it, you got to tend to it. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm saying these people could have took better care of themselves. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying. But for me and those of us that are still here living, if whatever time you have left on this earth, you should make the best of it. And the two most important things that you have in life is your health and your time. Because if you out of either one of them, you're in a world of trouble. If you're out of health or you're out of time, you're going to make the news. So take care of yourself. Do the little things. Pay attention to how much water you're drinking. Pay attention to what you put in your mouth, man. Slow down. You really need to stop. But these processed foods, man, are not helping us as a people. Especially in America, man. I was reading this thing. French fries in Africa has 3 ingredients: potatoes, oil, and salt. French fries in the United States has 19 ingredients. If you drop a French fry in the crack of your seat on the car, 2 weeks later, if you find that French fry, it'll look just like a French fry. It'll look exactly like a French fry. You can leave it on the desk. It'll look exactly like a French fry. Y'all have got to pay attention to these processed foods you're putting in your body.
because it is taking us out, because America has found a way to make money off of treatment and not cure. So everything they do, everything they produce is just designed to make you like it. And everything you like, they have a medication for it. That's amazing, man. If you love sugar, which is such a cancerous item, we have a medicine for you. If you like clogging your arteries and creating high blood pressure, we have a medication for it. If your joints are stiff from lack of movement and inflammation, we have a medication for it. But do you know, man, that you can limit some of that by what you put in your mouth? There are anti-inflammatory foods you can eat. There are foods you can put in your mouth with antioxidants in it. You can help yourself with what you put in your mouth. The one thing that a guy taught me that really, really helped me trim down and really feel better was, he said, Steve, just start eating single ingredient food. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, eat anything that has one ingredient in it. And I was kind of puzzled because he said, no, listen to me. Beef, it's only one ingredient in beef, is beef. If you get grass-fed organic, not that stuff that's been processed with growth hormones and stuff, they make beef whether you're not allowed to do that. Beef, fish, chicken, broccoli, cabbage, radishes, cucumbers, celery, lettuce, squash. The list of foods is tremendous. Pineapple, oranges, apples, nuts, seeds. The list of things that you can eat is intensely long. But you got to pay attention to it, y'all. You cannot let your taste buds control your life, because your taste buds can also end your life. This is a fact. And I'm just encouraging those of us that still here, just take better care of yourself. If whatever time, and we don't know when we're going to leave this world, whatever time you have left, let it be quality time. Try to put stuff in your body that helps you. Get out and start moving. Get a workout program going. You don't need a gym membership to get in shape. Start walking. Go online. Use some full body exercises where you just use the weight of your body to get in shape. You do not need a gym membership. Stop making excuses. Give yourself a reason to live a quality life, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I'm talking to myself, too. Take care of yourself, Steve. Do better with what you eat. Get consistent and disciplined. Get some movement going. Don't walk like an old person. Straighten up. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Take care of yourself, everybody. Hey, listen, talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.